Hi, Gaye DeRusso with the Majestic Rider. So this is a great fun exercise to do in the rain season and winter season. So you can use water, you can use snow. And it's a great exercise for the Pacey horse because it helps to separate its legs. So it's great if your arena is flooded or it's somewhere it's flat and there's not a bunch of rocks underneath the water. So a road that's flooded would work too. Somewhere that you can actually push them for some speed, but they're not going to trip. You want to make sure you've taught the horse to bring its head down and round its back and then start marching the horse back and forth through the water. What the water does is help separate that horse's legs. It's very hard for them to pace through that water. So as you go back and forth, it's actually really fun for you to do. And it's a great strengthening exercise for the horse. It helps to separate their legs. It helps them to learn how to engage their back end. And you will have to keep half halting to keep the same speed, and you'll have to use some leg pressure to push them through that water. They might try to either speed up and run through it, or they might try to slow down. So if they speed up, you would half halt, bring their head back down, and bring them back to the speed that you want of their flat walk or their running walk or their saddle gait. And if they're too slow, you might have to push them, and if they won't go, you might have to carry like a dressage whip and tap them behind your leg to keep them going that same speed that you want. Now, I wouldn't do this days in a row. I might do this one day and then do something else for a day or two to give them rest and so their muscles can recover, and then you could go back and do this again. So instead of complaining that your arena is flooded, start thinking, what exercises could I do in there? Oh, my horse is Pacey. I'm going to ride through all the puddles. Okay? So sometimes training is not as monotonous as you think. It's only that way if you don't try to think of other exercises. So you always hear, ride the Pacey horses over rocks, ride them in the mud, ride them off the trail. And yes, of course, you can do all those things. But all you're trying to do is ride them somewhere they have to pick their feet up higher, and that will help them to separate their legs. It will build strength. You'll be conditioning your horse, and with this, you're also teaching them to go through water. So remember, when you're getting bored and your horse is not gaiting well, try to think outside the box and think of other exercises you can do to help square up their gait, make them more comfortable, but it will also get them used to things on the trail when you do things like this and get them much better with their feet. All right, hope that helps all of you out there.